Good morning. Welcome to Windy Hill Kennel. Today is a really cold day up here on the hill. We are frosted everywhere. They say frost on the pumpkin. Well, we had ice on the water bowls. So it's time to put in the electric water heaters for the winter, that's for sure. So this morning we're up here with Nikki's litter. What have you got on your face? I thought, oh, where did you get blue hair? This is Nikki's litter of 2, and they are doing phenomenal. Fatter than fat. This little guy looks like a walrus, but you got to remember they're getting all the nipples and they don't have to share. These guys are 2 weeks in a day. Eyes are not open yet. So it seems like when you really want them to open, they don't open. But they'll be open by the weekend. They just haven't sprung yet. I haven't checked ears either. I don't know if ears are... Nope, ears aren't opening up either. They're still... But they're starting to get little flakes of skin in here. I'll show you when I pick them up. So everybody's been asking me about all the other litters, and this litter, they will be able to go home depending on their size by the 20. They'll be 8 weeks old on the 15th. It depends. It depends on how they're eating. But I am almost 99% sure they can go home by the 22nd. We'll just have to see how their size goes, how their eating goes. And I noticed this morning Alexa's kids are already in the food bowl eating dry dog food. So it doesn't take them long once they get up and around. It also depends on how much she babies them. So let's tentatively say, yes, they can go home for Christmas, but don't hold me to it because it's, it's all about the welfare of the dog. If I don't feel that they are doing well enough, and Christmas, Christmas isn't the best time in the world to take a tiny toy puppy home if they stay little. Because if somebody drops it, if somebody kicks it. I know I personally have a teacup schnauzer right now that's about 10 weeks old. It weighs 1 pound, 7 ounces. And I'll tell you what, I don't let it on the floor. I don't let anybody hold it except for Vanessa and I. And if I were to accidentally kick him when he's playing on the floor, I would break his legs. He's like a baby kitten. So if these guys are like 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds, they're not something that everybody should play with at Christmas time. So it might be something when it gets closer to time, you kind of play it by ear and you decide what your family and your holiday season is going to be like. And for the benefit of the dog, you might be better off, even if it's able to go home, to leave it here till after Christmas. But I won't keep them here if they are doing well, and I feel that they are eating good. That's the whole purpose for me, is I want to know they're eating good, they're not, their weight gain has stayed consistent once they're weaned, and we will not wean them at 6 weeks old. Probably we will wean these guys about 7 weeks old. We'll kind of start taking them away from moms, maybe mornings, and not put her back till evening and see how they do all day. But she has a tendency to baby them. She lays with them all day long, totally all day long. So, like I said, eyes are not open, and we're going to give you some current weights, and you'll be able to glance back, but I know a lot of people actually keep a list. I have a lady that used to keep a notebook on every puppy in the litter, how much it weighed, what date it weighed, and so I'm sure the ones of you that are interested in this litter are keeping an eye on the weights. So this one is the Merle male. He's got beautiful coloring. See, my little eyes are still closed. Let me turn you around here and let him see your eyes, or see your eyelids, I should say. Oh, he says, I'm done. Let me see his ears, if we can tell. Nope, see, they're still sealed completely shut. Nothing is opening yet. See, no eyes and no ears. All right, let's see what he weighs. He says, oh, this is going to be cold. He's up to 15 ounces. That's awesome. All right, little turkey. All right, now let's go to the big behemoth. This guy is a tank. You are fatter than fat, buddy. Yeah. He's got that white on his chest, a little bit of a white goatee. And look how wide this thing, he's like wider than he is long. Yes, I know you've got a good cushion of fat on your body, that's for sure. But he's doing really good, they both are. Let me see what you weigh. I bet he's over 1.5 pounds. No, 1 pound, 1.4. So not a whole lot of difference. You got what, 2 ounces in there, 2.5 ounces. But they're doing good. Lengthwise, this one might be a little shorter, but they're doing really good so far. So that's all that counts. Doesn't matter to me about color. It doesn't matter to me about really anything except health and how they're doing. When their eyes open this week, they will get their first bath, and it really changes them. It changes that brain. It perks them up. We start seeing a lot more movement after a bath. They don't lay around as much and be as much of a baby. By 3 weeks old, which is just another, not even a whole week yet, they're going to get dumped on the floor. So they're going to find out there's a whole new world out there once they get on the floor, and you've got carpet stuff on you. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of new news on these guys yet. They're just doing well. They're eating. They're not missing any meals. I think they're permanently attached to the nipple, as fat as they're getting. But Nikki's doing good. She loves cottage cheese in the morning. She begs and begs for it. We do a ton of cottage cheese around here, except now it's up to almost $9 a 4-pound tub. But we go through a ton of tubs when we have puppies. And we'll start these guys on cottage cheese at about 3.5 to 4 weeks old. And then they'll also get that when they go home. One thing, when they do go home, I will send you a written regimen of how we feed. These are going to be puppies that you can't feed just twice a day. They're going to need, we feed free choice, which means we never take the food out of the kennel. And in the mornings, they usually get cottage cheese. We'll also start these guys on liver. I buy cases of raw liver, and we cut it up in small pieces, and these guys will learn to devour liver. It seems to be the special treat around here. I used to do hamburger, but liver seems to be everybody's favorite. The girls know as soon as I open the freezer door, you can't burrow underneath of him and snuggle. You got to snuggle beside of him. So we'll start them on some different things, but basically just liver and dry dog food. I do not feed mushy dog food. And I will send you home with a bag of dog food for these guys too, that you will have for a while until you switch over. And I'll give you a couple recommendations also for these guys when they go home. But you'll get enough dog food to last you a month or a month and a half that I send you home. So I hope you've enjoyed their video. They're not doing a whole lot, just eating and sleeping and snuggling with mom. She's very protective of these. Oh my golly sake. She is like a 7-pound lion when it comes to these puppies. So she's a really good mom, and it's just a shame that she laid on everybody else, but it happens. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you have a great day. Stay warm, and call me if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you later.